He's very happy. And they realize like Tino, there's no threat for him. If anything happens, he can just TP away. There's literally no stuns. In fact, there's a lack of stuns overall on GRILLS Gaming.
Oh, they're going to try and make a play here. They got the bubble, 2-level axes. Spectre dropping very, very low with a big poison from Shanks. And Tino might just drop first. Is that first blood for Phoenix? Maybe he needs one more hit. Shanks gets it. And Shanks for the first blood, maybe even a second, as a double kill looks to loom his way. Tino actually gets the boar right click in between, so that will take the second kill. Top lane, Dens, well, there was a bit of poke there with the lifestealer. Not really a kill happening there.
Seems to be half in, half out, though. Not completely.
Actually, no, now. Talking about, wait, Joe, right?
Oh, Joe, sorry, you're right, Joe.
Yeah. They're going to go and attempt onto Tino here. This should be a kill. There's no roar for the beast, but Aurora gets stuck there for a second. The secret shop area is very, very, very hard to maneuver in. But a kill's a kill. Meanwhile, 7-minute Wisdom Rune contested here. It's going to be a double here for Lewis.
Unfortunate, but...
Yeah, it is Lewis and Shanks, yeah.
And the stack, you get a kill out of it, so it's not the biggest problem in the world that they get both Wisdom Runes. Like, you are trading. Sometimes you see a team get nothing at all. Not here, though. Here, there's no trading.
Yeah, and it's a 3-man rotation behind a level 4 Centaur. This Centaur is going to drop as well, with Lewis making his first rotation.
Cute.
There we go. Double kill for the Lifestealer.
I do like what Matt went for. That first items earn with the Spectre, so it does help him sort of join these fights. They're gonna need their carry to join. Actually, he's dead.
Oh dear.
Whoopsie.
Oh dear.
It's really all on the Pango to get the ball rolling.
Yeah. Earth Spirit, nice roll in onto the Vengeful Spirit in the bottom lane here. velnaoh. I think this Vengeful Spirit is going to drop to the Magnetize at the latest here, but Pango is coming in with the Rolling Thunder. And also the chase, also from Matt. And Matt and Joe both going to be helping out the situation here. Shanks will go down. A lot of money here for Aurora. But there's the CM ulti uninterrupted. There's no stuns to interrupt it. No way to stop it from going. Lewis rolling in with another vessel charge. Tino looking for the axes to fly in onto the Pango. 10 seconds for the roar to be up as well. While Spectre's just diving in for this Crystal Maiden. Is the urn going to do enough? No, it's not. There's a magic wand pop. The roar is now up for Tino, so they can't extend this fight. CM lives with like 30 HP.
Centaur? There you go.
Centaur
that
getting
is
dove
what
under
we
at the same
expected.
time. Oof. 15 minutes. Like, you're just tickling them.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around the tri-course semi-strength line. Oh, look, he's doing things.
Well, Drums of Slom into a potential death here.
Could be a kill.
Laura helping him out for the... Oh, he actually hits the Earth Spirit too. So a bit of an interruption. The egg goes off, and there's the Stampede. They're just going to TP Spectre away. But Aurora is not getting out. The Frostbite keeps Aurora's feet on the ground. But
I want a jungle.
Yep.
I want
a jungle creeps, yeah. Bubble coming out on Shizuma here. They have the Icarus dive. Not aggressively wanting to use it. Lewis actually does get the rolling connection, kicks him into the river. And that'll be the end of Joe.
Well played by Lewis. Like, just the perfect setup with CML as well. And you look at the lifesteal, by the way, lifesteal is 8,500. Aurora's the closest at nearly 6k.
And ganking the mid lane here. Aurora's going to get caught. CML could die. Shanks with a nice disruption. Spectre sniping the courier. CML just a couple hits away from dying, but just out of vision. Lewis going to miss the roll. Going to go straight for the Vengeful Spirit in the backline as Lifestealers also joining in the party. Spectre surrounded by 3 hostiles. Tries to TP out, but no such luck as the cancel comes out from Lewis and Shanks picks up the double kill. Making it 3 for 1, maybe even a 4 for 1 as Shizuma staying around the area, but the Lifestealer going to set his 15k lead here, 16 minutes in. It's a very big deficit to come back from. This is a full item per core player.
Oh, they found
going into the mid lane onto Aurora. He just used Swashbuckle. She's going to get caught. There's a Rolling Thunder, but you can't use it in a Frostbite, so Pango is history. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Shizuma just dropping the roar, dropping the Stampede, but they've already lost their heroes. Oh, they're setting up for Shizuma in the back as well. You've got no way out. There's no exit from here.
It's so bad. I don't know if you saw it, but the Phoenix gets roared and the Vengeful Spirit tries to stun the Beastmaster rather than swapping for the shield. And it is just...
Yeah, it's just a rough situation. Yeah. I mean, it's been looking bad for a while, so they'll just try to get the scraps that they can. Nice jukes. Shanks. Oh, no. Oh, Shanks, you party pooper. Well, they used the Shadow Step to get the hell out of there because Crystal Maiden is found alone, and this is a kill that they can take. That's something you can start things off with, but you gotta get that kill fast because that Pavis is just blocking all the damage. The egg's there, but the egg's gonna disappear before it ever gets to explode. Shizuma's gonna get focused by the Lifestealer. Auroraa just rolling through the Lifestealer, getting the stun locks out at least. But there's a Desolator and an Armlet on this Lifestealer, so that's a scary one. Spectre gonna get ulted. They're gonna chase him all the way. The kick from the roll, and a triple for the Lifestealer. Forcing out the glyph too. Lewis, Tino actually hitting the backline here, catching the Pango, and Zep says the day gone.
Almost a whole team wipe coming out there. The Spectre is getting close to the Radiance. That will help them out. So someone was saying that when it hits 100%, teams should be forced to GG out. I'm not saying that should be the rule, but maybe some
Yeah, that would be brutal if we let the AI decide if the game's over already or not. Let the players play through. We're not robots. But Auroraa is just going to die to the Magnetize. You know, that's one of the strengths of this Earth Spirit hero. Just a scary, scary one. velnaoh going to get chased onto the high ground. This is just an unstoppable Lifestealer. There's nothing you can do about it right now. So Phoenix will drop as well, make it 3. An Execration. Well, they're making it look like child's play, but hey, it is, like we said,
try to work some magic. Because it's what you need. You need magic right now to come back. Like you can see, Phoenix is smoking. All right, here we go.
They're gonna try. Maybe they can get the. Oh, the rage comes out just in time. Aurora's gonna go for the roll into the back line. At least keeping the Shadow Demon busy, damage. Rolling in onto the Beastmaster and to the Earth Spirit as well. But the Earth Spirit escapes, and the Infest comes out. The egg's there, and they instantly target the egg. But they'll now with the swap. Is it gonna be enough? No, it's so close that the egg would have exploded. That might have killed the Lifestealer. They tried their best. I think this has been so far their best fight, even if they're at a 30k deficit. They really made that one an attempt that could have worked out in their favor. They could have killed the Lifestealer. Super close to getting it.
Valiant effort at the very end. Still not calling it though. The Phoenix, I don't think she's got the shard, because when she ate, there's no second Sunray coming up.
I think it is, actually.
Alright, so we know which side's the good guys. I mean, it makes sense when you look at it, obviously. One's green, the other's got fire coming out of their buildings. Oh.
Yeah, they actually are. They are the internal team tags. Good guys versus bad guys.
Oh, that's awesome. Our Spirit is working with the Hand of Mice. I'm a little surprised GRILLS Gaming hasn't kind of called it. It is looking very over.
Well, you got to take what you can. I mean,
true.
Even if you do wipe them in the base here, you get maybe an item on all your characters. You get a whole different world to face. From our point, you're already up against a near impossible opponent, because why are you playing the tournament? That's what I tell my guys all the time. It's kind of like, if we're not ready to play any of the teams here, why are we participating at all? So let's just see it through. Let's see what we can get, because every piece of experience we can get is value. But Execration, at least this game number 1, they made it look easy. And really, now you can see the disparity between when you have two top-level teams playing against each other and you look one dominate the other. That's when you really respect the moments. Like, damn, they actually played this one really well, because this one, it was flawless.
It was. I guess they were hoping maybe they could... Now, Lewis might get, like, like we mentioned, a small edge, but it's not a big deal.
Oh, kill opportunity in bottom. Shanks actually drops to less than 100 HP, but the Timber Saw also has to force out the stick, but Tino is relentless, and Tino will get the first blood here from the bottom lane. Almost a kill on the Pugna, but instead turns out to be a first blood for the Mars.
I hope they still keep up with the aggression, though. You know, especially once you get a little bit more levels on the Timber Saw here, as Pugna is taking a few hits. Oh, but not enough.
And it's just not for the Tiny to take a 2 versus 1, but Shanks will drop, and Tiny might survive with Tino still chasing, going onto the tower, but...
Might ask velnaoh if she can pull creeps. That's something I feel like teams, that when they fall behind, don't think about enough. Is let me just pull the creeps from the lane back to between our tier 1, tier 2, so we can get some safe farm.
Yeah. And Shizuma's doing that right now as well, just pulling that creep aggro, keeping it away from the troll. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Timbersaw ends up dropping, so Tino and Shanks will get the full call. velnaoh also rotated to mid, denies a water rune, picks up the bounty away. The Void Spirit will have an empty bottle, but that also leaves the starter alone. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Tiny does go down. Shanks and Tino get another kill, leaving the Timber all by himself.
Way too telegraphed. Way too telegraphed. The Tiny as well rotates top, and if you're Execration, like, let's just back out for 30 seconds and waste so much of their time. Auroraa a bit too desperate.
Toss is available. Gonna toss it to the Hoodwink, into the stun. Also, the bash was loaded up, and here comes Void Spirit. Surprising with the invis, gonna go for velnaoh. They're gonna drop the troll low, but can they get the kill? It's so close, they got it. Shizuma will try and make a run for it, as Lewis has already picked up the double kill, and with the Caudle, just refreshing abilities, and that is gonna be another fall. CML will take this one, denying the triple away from the Void Spirit, but a good rotation from Lewis, and Auroraa now missing out on that TP rotation, but is needed to securing some kills. They find stacks here.
It's actually pretty damn good for them. So Salter, I see Shanks, he did that in game 1, got away with it, but not in game 2. Unfortunately, a solo kill on Matt.
And that's level 7 Mars without Arena, by the way, getting that kill.
How does that
happen?
Yeah, no, one wonders how these things happen like that. But you mentioned Tino's really good. He's apparently that good that he can get kills without his ultimate on the Timbersaw.
Yeah, on a Timber.
Focusing on maximizing his farm as much as possible. Gonna have the Maelstrom in about 400 gold. Ooh, can they get it? They're going for it.
Bash slowed it up. Axe is flying through. Here comes the
No
Tiny.
ulti.
The coil's going to be used as well. Troll has no ulti, so that should be a secured kill. Yes, it is. Auroraa will get it. CML dropping the Solar Bind here as well. They got the Tiny focused in, so Shanks will finish off the Tiny at least, and Shizuma, she's left alone. So it will be a 2-for-1 trade, but this will definitely be worth for Execration because, for GRILLS Gaming because the Slardar was DM level 20.
I wonder
CML
what
hiding under the tower. Auroraa ready to go in. Tiny going to reveal him with the vision. And TPs are coming in. Aurora's half HP. You got to be careful with this one. Phase shift just in time. Gets out.
Kill.
Very good play there from Auroraa. Troll gets the ulti off, but the root connects onto the Timbersaw. And they've isolated Auroraa and will not get the chance to live. They will take velnaoh with them too, making it 2-for-1 at the price of a Caudle and a tower defended.
Not exactly what you want from GRILLS Gaming. And in the moment the troll throws out his ultimate, you're like, oh god, we can't get any bonus from reactive armor. Unfortunately, this Timbersaw doesn't even have reactive armor. So you don't even have to worry about it.
getting targeted here, dodges the Remnant, but is slowed up by the Solar Bind.
Thank you, though.
Heavy damage coming in from Lewis, but Shizuma will be able to get out. That 1500 HP helps. Meanwhile, the puck gets blown up. At the same time, they do trade off Shanks in the bottom lane. So 3 separate fights happening at the same time. Ubu having an Observer's Nightmare.
One per lane. And Ubu's happy, man. He's like, no, this is what I want. I want it when people write T-Tours on the chat. I feel like any kill GRILLS Gaming gets is worth it, no matter who you have to trade for it, basically. It's like, oh, Auroraa dies, but you get a kill on Shanks. Well worth it. Unfortunate.
Toss flies in, slow onto Lewis. Auroraa, nice 2-man coil. Gonna catch the Caudle and the Void Spirit. They know the Caudle's already dead, so they focus onto the Void. And that's what you love to see.
I mean, Pango's also very mobile, so it's not really that change, but there's just less downtime. However, this is scary.
Yeah, they're definitely diving in pretty deep here. Spear connects onto the Tiny. They'll get the Tiny support. The rest of them are already bailing.
Like to events like these where you can see, oh, okay, this could be something if they can get Shanks, but
They could get Shanks again.
He's
He's
definitely
on the
dead.
receiving end this game.
Oh, okay. I thought the British would miss.
Oh, but Mars is here. Auroraa, oh, he misses the spear. Tino, you gotta land those. That's a mistake.
The Remnant also doesn't land, so it's basically I mean, it's a 1-for-1 trade, but it's a free kill because they get no punish overall. And yeah,
Coil, they could turn. They could just turn right away onto the Void Spirit. They're going to go straight in Lewis. There's no Tino around now, and the Void Spirit looks to be done for. Shizuma getting the kill. This is a big amount of money with these trades.
He's okay with it. He's like, sorry, she's okay with it. It's like, all right, I'll die, or we get a trade, that's fine, but it's still a tough situation. Actually, Joe is a guy, so I can't say he's okay with it.
Have you seen Tino's item build, by the way? It's a Wind Waker.
It's very similar to the Amar build. As this time, the spear lands.
There goes your Slardar. Sucked out of life.
Takes a while, takes a while. He probably just wants to be able to break the coil and walk away. You know, it's the only item that allows you to do that. I like Wind Waker. What do you think of the item?
I mean, this early, I feel like this is probably one of the earliest Wind Wakers I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, for sure. But overall, as an item, I think it was one of those that found its place very nicely. It's very expensive, but gives you what you want. As Aurora loses her life in the mid lane.
Yes.
And they scan out. Where did they scan out? Oh, okay, they did scan out the Roshan. Now they know, but they might feel like it's too late. This could still be an opening for them. They can get a couple
good jump,
stragglers.
actually, recognizing to go straight in. Might get 2 quick kills here. Lewis is still there, and Aurora is low on HP, but this phase shift, she didn't get to use it. Just came off cooldown, but didn't get the fast fingers off. Meanwhile, Aurora down, Tiny down, Timbersaw getting initiated on. They might get the Troll Patrol, just gets the ulti, plus has the Aegis, so they're getting dismantled here. It's a great start for the fight for GRILLS Gaming, but they failed to score the kills that they needed, and it's going to be a full-on team wipe.
But, you know, it's like if you watch this and you're thinking, it's one side, it's like, yeah, but they're trying and they're making some good moves. Just, they're not always paying off, and they get the wisdom, but they lose the hoodwink.
Yeah. He's going to lose his life for it. Meanwhile, Lewis is coming in with an AD rune as well from the side. Just sniping onto the Slardar, sniping Aurora, taking 2. Tino still chasing 10 seconds for the arena, but a spear is available. He's going to connect it onto the Slardar, so Shizuma is going to be the next one to drop. Now chasing the Timbersaw, but can they get to the Timber? Yes, they can, actually. The Remnant does connect. Ponyozo not going to have a way out of this one.
This is the apocalypse right now. Catches Aurora for a second. It's the silence, and they're like, no, you have to show mercy. It's like fishing. You don't take all the fish here. Oh, God. They're fishing. They're fishing.
An attempt is made here. It's not quite enough, though.
Joe loses his life. They're going for Shizuma. And, oh, well, it doesn't matter. Aurora's actually lost her life. Dear God, it's like everywhere we look, someone's losing his life.
He made it
stay in the office, you know.
He stayed in the office overtime, yeah.
I want to go home, you know. I want to go see a movie or something. But in the meantime, everyone's up from GRILLS Gaming. The toss doesn't work.
But of course, this was one of the. I guess this is the hardest matchup that GRILLS Gaming is
100%.
going up against, and you start your tournament run versus the top-seeded team potentially in the group. So I think they fared pretty well here. But Execration just proving to be, well, exactly at that level of a team you'd expect them to be. So they're just wiping them in front of the fountain, setting up a bodyguard here. Tino, well, this is just, cherry on top of the cake.
Now that's just mean. But to be fair, if you're GRILLS Gaming, you can just GG out any second and let it end. But seems like they're still trying.
They want to fight it all the way. Maybe get this troll to die in the fountain, but still has that Aegis, remember?
Yep, he does, along with BKB and his ultimate, so he does use them. Maybe they can... Nope, everyone's dead, he'll just be able to walk out.
Yeah, and that's going to be the end of it.
Buys a Blink Dagger, by the way, so he can just T-Link the moment he comes back.
And so we have it, 24 minutes Execration closeout, game number 2. Take a clean 2-0 series for themselves.